I decided that I wanted to be someone that did wild swimming, and then I became that person. I started doing it, you know? You can find your way out of those dark times, and nature is a fantastic way to do that. And I used to think really bad anxiety, really bad depression, you know, that doesn't happen to me, until it did.
I'm Simon Owen, filmmaker, wildlife photographer and proud ambassador for the Lancashire Wildlife Trust. From shooting skate videos in the early 2000s to directing global advertising campaigns for the last 15 years with my production company, I've always been drawn to wild stories. The raw ones, the honest ones. This series is about conservation, mental well-being and the people who find their peace, their passion and their purpose in the wild. This is Wildest Ones. Welcome to Wildest Ones. I'm hoping to find today's guest clinging to the side of a rock or out in a lake doing a wild swim here in the Lake District. She's a softy southerner, her words, not mine, who's had to toughen up in the north after some serious life events. She's now thriving in the wild. I'm happy to introduce today's wildest one, Annabelle Brittle. Let's go wild.
Is that instead of one of those? Have you got the book? So if we start on that one,
yeah,
I reckon we can warm up on on number one.
Yeah, we'll just
so you've got one, then three, then maybe two, and then go from
we'll work our way through some of the
I
nice
don't think
easy
we
ones.
did that one last time, did we?
No.
It's quite sharp.
Right, should we find somewhere to cross the river without getting wet?
Yeah, good idea. My name is Annabelle. I've got quite a few hobbies. I like doing things. Rock climbing, especially outdoors, wild swimming, pole dancing, a bit of yoga. I like being outdoors, I like being active.
What is it about kind of the wild that you're drawn to in the first place? What you know, going wild swimming, it's blooming freezing and some people look at it and go, not for me, but what was it that kind of made you want to do that in the first place?
I've always been really drawn to water. So for the wild swimming side of it, you just see these beautiful tarns, these kind of crystal clear pools. And there's something inside me that's just like, I just want to get in that. I found a local group on Facebook that swim in the River Ribble. I joined them for a swim in the river, and that just kind of started the love of it, really. I decided that I wanted to be someone that did wild swimming, and then I became that person. I started doing it, you know? And then the sound of the water, I just love it. I already can't wait to get in, and I know how good it's going to feel afterwards as well, that cold water buzz. I absolutely love it. And that's why I do this. It's just that amazing feeling and being out in nature, and I feel like it helps with my mental clarity. I get into that cold water and everything makes sense. And I think rock climbing helps with mental and physical strength. That I've got into a lot more recently, properly got into it sort of last year. It's all those little moments where you're in these incredible places, you've worked really hard, you've found a route that you know you can do, and you might have fallen off it quite a few times. And then you get to the top of it and you sit there for a moment and you just take a big breath and you're like, yes, I did it. And all of those moments make me feel really connected to these amazing wild spaces that I get to visit, that I feel through these hobbies that I've developed. I'm now feeling more connected to the country that I live in. So that's nice. I'm getting to experience parts of the country that maybe I wouldn't have done otherwise. I don't know, there's a great sense of scale in these places, isn't there? These mountains are huge, these rocks are huge, and I'm quite small. And it's nice to feel like you're a small part of a much bigger world.
Yeah!
And what does wild mean to you?
To me, wild means the places that are perfect as they are, unfiltered, unchanged, undamaged. Like, that's wild to me. It's coming to them, leaving no trace, and getting to witness them in like their unfiltered majesty.
How's your connection to the wild impacted your mental well-being, would you say? And was there anything impacting you at the time when you sort of began to get that connection?
God, yeah, massively. There's a specific thing that I remember from quite a long time ago. I was having quite a lot of issues at work, and I was in a really bad place. I was really, really struggling. For the first time in my life, I kind of properly experienced really bad anxiety, really bad depression. I was an insomniac for about 3 weeks. I remember going to our usual swimming spot for our usual Sunday swim, and it was in the utter worst pit of this depression. And I somehow managed to get into that water. I got into the water and I said to myself, this current is strong and I am strong. I can do this. I can draw strength from this wild place that I was in. And it was what I needed, and it did help. And weirdly, literally the next day, that situation that had been clouding everything in my life and causing this depression, this insomnia, it went away that following day.
So we talk about kind of mental health a lot these days, but what does that really mean for you, and what does that kind of look like to you in terms of, you know, we use the phrases like anxiety and depression, but for someone that doesn't really still understand what that means and what that looks like, what did that really feel like for you, and what did that really look like for you?
Black, darkness. I went for a walk with my sister in Scotland when I was kind of experiencing my really dark kind of bout of depression and anxiety. And there were all these lovely trees and a fantastic carpet of moss, so rich and spongy and springy and lovely. I just sort of went and laid down in it. And my sister took a photo of it, and I thought, this sounds awful, but I don't really want to live anymore. And I know I don't want to die, but I do kind of wish this would all just stop for a bit. And if I could just lay here and everything else could just go away, that would be really nice. And that scared the shit out of me. And I used to think depression, anxiety, these really low mental health issues, like, they're awful, they're so debilitating. And that's not how my brain works, though. I don't think that happens, you know, that doesn't happen to me until it did. And then more recently, like last year, I split up from my husband. I'm now divorced as of last month. And about a month after we split up, I took myself for a solo hike, and I did a big loop of the tarn, and there was a moment where I sat on the bank of that tarn and I just burst into tears. And they were happy tears, because I just knew in that moment that I was going to be okay. And I said to myself on that day, like in that moment, I said to myself, you are going to be okay. It's crazy how something in your life, or a collection of things in your life, or people in your life can drag you down to that level, that intense sadness, intense despair. But it's not forever. It doesn't have to be forever. You can find your way out of those dark times. And nature is a fantastic way to do that. Getting out into the wild more and experiencing nature more has been hugely transformative for my mental health, my mental strength, I think. I find nature and I find the wild so restorative. Yes, the water is cold. Yes, the rock kind of hurts a little bit, but I know I can do this. I know I want to do this. And you get to the top or you get to the middle of the lake and you just feel amazing. There is that incredible sense of like achievement. There's a lot to be said for being able to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, work through them, and then feel better for doing it. So I think that's quite an important lesson that it's taught me. That's quite a nice thing that I've learned. I don't think I would be who I am today if I hadn't discovered this love of wild spaces. And now I do, I have this passion, it's almost like a need to explore, to be free, to be outside, to be in the water, to be up a rock. So no, I don't think I would be who I am today, and I'm really proud of who I am today. I'm really pleased of who I am. And all of these hobbies that I've developed, all these passions that I have, all these things that I love, they really enrich my life in so many important ways, which I think is pretty cool.
Do you feel a responsibility to protect the wild places that you visit?
Yes, definitely. I feel a big responsibility to protect these beautiful places that I'm privileged enough to come to. I think wild swimming definitely has become very popular over the years, so I personally try to be very mindful of the footprint that I'm creating when I visit these places. And a big part of that is being a good steward of the place that you've come to visit. You know, you're not leaving your rubbish, you're not setting fire to places with barbecues, because otherwise they won't be what they should be. They won't be what I enjoy, and I want other people to be able to come and enjoy these places.
What scares you the most about potentially losing parts of the natural world?
I find it very scary that it would be humans that are responsible for it. I find that quite a scary concept, that our desire to infiltrate nature as much as we can would end up destroying it. You know, I've seen firsthand how beneficial the wild has been for my personal mental health, and I think that's something that everybody should be able to benefit from. But if we're not careful, and if we are irresponsible towards nature, these places are not going to exist for everybody that needs them, and that's a real shame.
And then tell me what you do kind of for a day job. I assume this isn't full-time that you do this?
No, I wish, but no. Day job, I'm a senior communications officer for an environment charity in Greater Manchester, and essentially we fund community-led regreening projects across all 10 boroughs of Greater Manchester, like community gardens, orchards, allotments, urban farms, that sort of thing. Access to green space is, I think, vital for our mental health, physical health, just our overall well-being, really. So yeah, it's a cool job. It's very rewarding. It's a nice thing to do.
And what does being a wildest one mean to you?
It means coming out and enjoying the wild and having fun in these incredible spaces, connecting with nature in these incredible spaces, and just feeling like this is where I belong, I think. That's what being a wildest one means to me.
Boom!
Oh, boom!
Boom! Amazing.
Aww,
So thank you so much. Really, really, really good. Really special. You can relax. So one thing we didn't do during the interview was make it official.
Oh, what's this? Can I open this now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
So now you're officially a wildest one.
Yay! Thank you,
right.
Simon. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome.